Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to show you what we have done to our new caravan since picking it up.
Nothing major, just little bits and pieces.
Tweaked it to make it our own. Some storage ideas, and yeah, some things that'll make life easier
And if
travelling on the road.
anybody's got any ideas for us,
yeah, put them in the comments.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what we'll do in this episode. Let's get on with it.
okay. Well, the first thing that we've done is shorten the chain and put some Morby hooks on and trying these out. They seem great so far.
They're really quick and easy for hook up, aren't they?
The chain was 6 links too long.
It was dragging on the ground, which
was
isn't
great.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made that shorter, so in the event that the caravan does fall off the car.
Yeah, these are like a plastic coated chain, and they're quite small compared to what we had previously.
So the Morby hooks.
Morby hooks, the BOS is always there. I've fitted the repeater for the Oricom tyre pressure monitoring system, yes. TPMS. Yep, so
that needed a 12-volt outlet.
Yeah, which I've gone from inside the toolbox in here. Oh, I've also moved this back a couple of inches because it did just at the end of the tub.
That turning circle was a bit tight.
It was a bit tight, yeah.
Yep, so we've modified that.
Taken 2 screws out that held it up because they were just catching.
Just in case.
Yep.
The first thing you notice in there.
Yep. As you can see, we're not using them at the moment.
But you've made that bracket.
Made this little bracket.
How did you do that?
That's just Bunnings aluminium again. Yes. So had some left over. So away we go. And this hasn't changed, I don't think. No?
We showed you in the run through of the new caravan. Yep. That storage area hasn't changed, but there is things that have changed in there, Glenn. You've forgotten already.
Oh, you probably have. Yes.
What about that insulation up the back there?
Oh, yeah, put some insulation in the back.
Yeah.
Only because there was a black hole before.
And?
So now it's a silver and black hole.
What else have you done in there? I can see you've forgotten.
Oh yes. I put a little hole so I could mount my awning, picker up wrapper thing.
Because that wasn't quite long enough in there to store that. It had to be in the tunnel boot.
Yep.
Use the tunnel boot for other things.
And same as the leg winder upper.
Which we don't use, but it's there in case we need it.
Yep. Okay, on this side, get that away from that. I've just got a big black tub, which has got my electricals and sullage hoses. And at the moment, I've got these sitting in these.
There's plans for those, though.
Yes, the ammo boxes. Which has got all my water connections.
If you saw our tips video that we made a year or two ago for the other van.
The plan is to hook them here.
Yep.
On this bracket, which is not doing a real lot.
We had them on the rear bumper before. So there is plans to reuse those. And the jack is...
Oh yeah, the jack's hiding behind the back there.
So in this tunnel boot here that goes all the way through.
In the tunnel boot there's ta-da!
There's nothing.
There's not much. There's a ladder up there. That's where our chairs go.
And tables, and that's all we keep in there.
Yep, yep.
So it's definitely not a Russian cupboard like a lot of caravanners are.
Yep, so just on the battery boxes, I've put a security bolt in here so no one can steal my batteries. Not that they usually do, but instead of putting a padlock in there, which I'd probably lose the key on. Spare tyres. I'm running both spare tyres, and I had to make some extra clearance so I could at least get my finger in there. So I had to move these jerry can holders just out Oh, it would only be 10 mil. Just so jerry can holders weren't hard up against the tyres. So we've got our happy campers sign to go on
The wheel cover,
wheel
we had
cover,
to order
yep.
a larger one because they're a larger wheel and we can't reuse the one we had.
No.
And as you can see there, we have got our signage on the back now too.
Got signage, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, oh, and I made these up.
Oh, they were from the old clothesline off the other van.
Yeah, so they're, I just had some of the hardware, so I thought I'd make these up instead of having chains. I've just got these cables. There's nothing in it, the steel anyway.
At the moment.
But they're just stopping them from falling out.
Yeah.
So.
And coming around the front.
Coming around the side, yes. We've got a
Dave's decal.
Dave's decal, yep. Looks resplendent in its position there.
So we haven't marked that with where we've travelled because, of course...
it takes some marking.
Well, when we're inside, you'll see that we have got the one that we have marked where we've travelled, and it's a bigger map. So,
oh, yeah, I fitted the barbecue.
So this barbecue has been around. It would have to be 10 years old. Been on all our vans. We just keep moving it along. It's just perfect. So
Sizzler barbecue.
Yep, Sizzler Deluxe with the raised hood for roasting, and it's on a slide out. So that has fitted perfectly in that tunnel boot there. Now,
yes,
Glenn has made me the clothesline.
Yep, made the clothesline. The hardware we had before, we just had to get a longer cable.
Yep, and tighten it. So what do? You put an O-ring there in the awning.
Oh, yeah, O-ring. Yeah, the stainless hardware. And, yeah, I've just got the turnbuckles for adjustment.
And they're all from Bunning.
And you kind of keep it pretty slack so you don't stop the ratchet from ratcheting.
But you also need to make sure that it's high enough that you can close your door.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so...
It goes between the awning bracket and the lights when it's shut.
And that's above the door.
That's above the door.
This here's another handy tip, but you may have seen it before in our tips and mods video.
Yep, transferred it from the other van.
It's one of our favourite. Just a thin piece of aluminium, and it's bent to shape, shoes toe down.
Yeah, away you go.
Mounted below the...
Oh, mounted below the latches.
The locking mechanism.
Yeah.
That's important.
In the old days, you had to, the latches were inside the door, so drilling into them is not a good idea.
Well, now you can see that one, so that was easier.
Yeah.
Now, I did mention this one in our walkthrough video. Just at the inside of our doorway, I've got this box here that I found at IKEA. It's called a Trones shoe holder. Now, holds a couple of pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of thongs would fit in there, and it's perfect at the door for when you kick your shoes off at the door without a mess. If you saw our walkthrough video, I showed you a little bit of the storage that we had up the bed end. We haven't really done a great deal more with that. You know, still got, well, we've got the shelves. I do have some buckets in the back there for work shirts and, you know, separate tank tops and t-shirts. But other than that, the bed clothes storage is pretty easy.
This is just a cheap suction thing from Kmart. Some pawpaw ointment, some Dimetap.
That's your nasal spray, but you've got lens cleaner for your glasses and those bits and pieces in there.
Bits and pieces.
Yep. And it's just a Kmart one. It's not even a Fusion lock.
The gas heater control.
So you've got it on your side as well as mine.
Yeah.
All right, under the bed, it's pretty chocker full. I've got my Shuttle Chef, which we don't use often, but when we do, it's great. That's thermal cooking. A bit of wine storage. It's so hot, so I've got the extra blankie in here. The TV, because it's hardly ever plugged in, but it's there if we need it.
Still in the box.
Still in the box. Bucket for mopping the floor. Over the other side there, that's the diesel heater under there, and Glenn has put a shelf in there. Show them, you've put this.
It's a polycarbonate.
That's left over from the shower from the last van that you used.
What's here?
Sorry.
Oh, there it is.
There's the shelf he's made. And in this section here, we've got all our bags. So beach bags, backpacks, overnight bag in case we have to fly home or anything. So that's our little bag section. So it's all nice and light on top of the heater. So I know I mentioned it in the walkthrough video, but the drop bear storage holders that we've got around the van, they have been great. I also mentioned this. This is another little beauty. It's just a cover for the sink because the sink is so large. But because the sink is so large, it uses a lot of water. So I've also gone and got myself a bucket. And I'm just leaving the bucket in the sink. It saves a lot of water when washing up. And when you've got my cover on there, you wouldn't even know that that was in there.
Oh, it's pretty.
I have a spice rack. Now, I have got a full-size pantry, but having these on hand is better than digging to the back of the pantry, which I would have done before.
Especially salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, handy, yep. All right, what have we got in these drawers here?
Don't know. What's in the drawer?
I bet you
I
all
should
know.
They're knives and forks.
Yeah, everyone has their cutlery in the top drawer. But what I've got here, the normal cutlery tray, but the drawers are so nice and deep that I've managed to be able to get another clear plastic container for all the utensils, you know, all those things that you have to have, which is normally in your second drawer. So I've managed to sit that on top, doesn't move around. Glenn made a bracket to hold it in place. So, second drawer, plates and bowls. Third drawer, everyone's, you know, it's not your freezer bags, what have. But you'd never guess this is in the kitchen. Beanies.
Beanies.
Beanies and scarves.
Yeah.
So that's good because I have 4 drawers. Don't need 4 in the kitchen. And in here.
Oh, what's in there?
Oh, this was a good one. So these are elasticized vehicle storage pockets, which we ordered them online, and they actually turned up bigger than what we expected, so I couldn't use them where I wanted. But this goes inside this door really well, just for our 7-day pillboxes, some Panadol, Glenn's migraine wafers, things that we use regularly. They're just easy on hand. So it's worked out well. I've got 3 of them. I'll show you where the others are when we get to the bathroom. The paper towel holder, Glenn's just taken the last of my paper towel for out at the barbecue. But that fits in well in there. You can still close the cupboard with all my cleaning gear at the bottom there. Yeah, and my dish rack, just, you know, kitchen stuff. Okay. Well, with the bigger van, we've got a cupboard here. We've never had one of these cupboards before. Look at that. Books, games, Glenn's model kits. So that's a hobbies cupboard, which is nice to have something we haven't had before. And it's storage. We've got one of those raised up shelves. They're good, so I can have the 2 layers there in that cupboard.
We've got a couple of them around the van.
We have, yeah. All right, the storage under the dining chairs. I've made one a drawer, which is my pot drawer, which is great on the other side. This one is just a drop-down drawer, but look what I've managed to put in here. There's my Mary boots. They've juggled around. Look at this. A shoe crate. It's just an under-the-bed storage box, but it fits all the way under there. So all of these shoes, I just love having all my shoes in one place.
I've only got 2 pair in there.
Oh, you've got lots. You've got big feet. They actually take up more room than my shoes do. Now this is actually working quite good in this cupboard down here as well. This one beside the bed, which in our last van we stored shoes in here. But this time, I've got our swimwear. And it's in a basket, which is easy because it's down low. I can pull the whole basket out onto the bed and rummage for whatever we need to go swimming. So we put these little baskets just drilled drilled in some little, what sort of hooks are they?
P-clamps.
P-clamps at either end of the dining table. So one's got our headphones in, the other's just got pens and paper. Just like easy grab stationery for when we're working. All right, this is my pantry from floor to ceiling. I love it. I showed you that in the walkthrough as well. We now have organisation happening. So there's lots of assorted different size baskets and everything in there to fit and make it work. Yeah, I know where everything is and everything's easy to reach.
I don't know where anything is.
No, he's still learning.
Yeah.
But like what I'm wrapped in is that we even have cereal. These is big enough for cereal, where in the last van I had to have cereal under the bed.
Under the bed, yep.
Yes, that's great. Since filming the majority of this video, we've added something to our pantry. Oh, the light came on. So it's an automatic light to see in the pantry, which is proving to be quite good. I might even need one in that shelf as well. All right, come on through to the bathroom. I've got something really exciting in here I want to show you.
I'm excited.
I am. Look at this. Now, a heated towel rail. This has been mounted as heated towel rails are mounted normally in your home, which is really exciting. It runs off the inverter. We had a heated towel rail in the past van. It wasn't mounted on the wall like this. It was just a freestyle. And only use it for drying washing more than anything. So if you have a day trying to get your washing dry and it's not quite dry, put the inverter on and warm it on the heated towel rail.
Well, I don't use many wattage.
It doesn't. But now that we've got it as a towel rail,
yeah,
I have even been using it to warm the towels as it's meant to be, rather than just use it as a clothes dryer. I'm a cheapskate. I don't like paying for the clothes dryer. So, yeah, this works really well. All right, you'll also see up the top there's a clothesline strung across there, which Glenn has put up. I love that because you can dry the clothes inside while you're travelling. You'll also see there that that's the lead for the heated towel rail, which he's got hooked up, which means until I plug the extension lead in to go across here to the power point. But it allows for the bathroom door to be opened and closed with that power lead being just hung through those hooks like that. But this little clothesline will dry, well, probably holds 4 or 5 t-shirts along there to dry while you're driving. And a simple one here, but that's just a sensor light for nighttime wee stops in the bathroom. Lights up really bright. Now we've got one of those cupboards, linen cupboards, which has got the open shelves, which I'm not real fussed about, but it's what we got. It's no Home Beautiful, but I've got my towels there, and I've got this drop down shelf here for tea towels as well, just to use the space better, and the dunny rolls and an extra blanket down the bottom that you don't access that often. So this is another one of those car storage things. As I said, they're bigger than what we expected, so see what we've had to do to make it fit. Put it sideways. I'm not bothered about that. It's inside the cupboard door. It's only for cleaning rags. No one will see it, and it holds them in place. Now, something else we've been able to get is an air fryer. Now that we have the inverter that runs all the power points in the van.
We had chippies last night.
Oh, I experimented for the first time and cooked some chips in the air fryer. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a treat. Glenn's put an extra shelf in this one up here to sit above the air fryer, just to put my sheets and a few bags up there. A bit of his handyman skills coming into play. Now this is the third place that we put the black pouches that we bought in the 3-pack, underneath the washing machine. So that there, I don't hang my clothes on coat hangers, but for drying them sometimes I'll hang them outside on a coat hanger, so that's a good place to keep them out of the way. Alrighty, we have some usual Caravan decorator ideas there. Soap, a little bin, toothbrush, toothpaste, towel, hand towel, and tissue holder. I love my hippo.
Yeah, the hippo's been one of the better things we bought.
It is. All right, inside the shower. It's the, what are they called? Fusion lock. Everyone raves about them because they don't come off, which they don't. So we went and we bought this one. This is for liquid soap, and it's good now. It won't come off the wall here, but the soap container, it just sits in the holder, and obviously on corrugations that's going to come out. So I've managed to stick on a hairband which now holds it, so it's not going anywhere anymore. So that's a Fusion lock that I thought, I don't know about that. I need to modify that one.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode.
Yeah, hope we've given you a few little ideas and tips on storage. Really, we've transferred our information, like what we've done from the last van, and just done the same here. But as we go along, we'll tweak things even further, I'm sure.
Yep. Please like and subscribe.
That would be great. Thanks very much.
And don't forget our other channel,
Happy Campers Australia too. If you want to subscribe to that too, would be great. And other than that,
thank you very much.
We'll see you guys on the road.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.